Welcome to VisionQuest 2020 online training. In this video, we'll be showing you how to perform a vision screening using EyeSpy 2020 vision screening software. As with all the videos, in order to remove the video controls, please move your cursor out of the video box. Okay, to start EyeSpy 2020, simply double-click on the EyeSpy icon that is located on your desktop. Please note that when you're using EyeSpy 2020 to conduct vision screenings in the classroom, you do not need a connection to the internet. When EyeSpy is used by a district, at this screen, you would select the specific school at which you were conducting vision screening. In this particular case, EyeSpy is registered to a single school, so we simply press the continue button. You can control the game volume with this slider bar, and you can check the volume by pressing the check volume button. In this particular case, I'm going to mute the game. The recommended test distance is 10 feet. However, if necessary, you can screen as close as 8 feet. Prior to conducting a vision screening, you must enter information about the student to be screened. In the event that your school or district has preloaded student information, the data entry process is as simple as selecting a student from the list, double-clicking on the student, in this case Jane, entering your proctor name. If you've selected the wrong student, simply click on the Select Student from List button and double-click on the correct student. Verify the status of that student with regards to whether they are wearing prescription glasses or contacts. In the event that you do not have students in a preloaded list, the data entry process is as simple as typing in the name, and you can advance to the next field by pressing either the tab key or moving the cursor yourself. In this case, I'll move the cursor, put in the last name. If I press tab, it advances to the date of birth. I do not have to enter in the slashes. It will do so for me automatically. If this child was born April 15th of 2003, all I do is type in that information, press tab. When I get to the grade, I can either use the mouse to select the grade level, or I can just type it in when I get to that field. Here's the teacher name. This is a different teacher now. You can select the ethnicity, gender, status of their glasses, and you're ready to begin the screening. Please note that during gameplay, various messages will appear on the screen. The proctor simply needs to follow those instructions precisely. The first thing that the child does is move the mouse left or right to select the character that they wish to play during the vision screening process, which to them is a video game. They select the character by pressing the left mouse button. EyeSpy 2020 is simply a matching game. The optotype at the bottom of the screen is moved left or right by the child until it is aligned with the matching optotype from above, and the student will then press the left mouse key. You should note that the optotypes that are presented at the bottom of the screen are randomized, so there is no opportunity for memorization. The optotype family is automatically selected based on the age of the child. You'll also notice that the optotype at the bottom of the screen gets smaller throughout the testing process. At this point, place the patch over the child's left eye. Older children can place the patch on their own eye. However, it is important that the proctor ensures the patch leaves no room for peeking. Also note that the same patch will be moved to the other eye when prompted by the instructions. No negative reinforcement is given to the child if they do not correctly match the optotypes. They simply stay at the current level. In addition, red-blue glasses will be used on some students to assess their stereopsis or depth perception. Remove the patch from the child's eye and place the goggles on the child. The child should be told to keep both eyes open and look through the goggles to find and choose the shape that matches the one in the fuzzy colored square. This is the report that appears on the screen. You can either print the report immediately after each vision screening if the laptop computer is connected to a printer, or you can do so at a later point in time. In order to screen the next student, as indicated, simply press the space bar. Also note that this report is presented in English by default. However, if you press the S key, it will show the report in Spanish. If you want it back in English, press the E key. When you return to the screen, you'll notice that the proctor name remains in the field and the cursor is waiting for you to enter the student's first name. Please note the immediate rescreen button. We recommend rescreening the child if the child failed and you as the proctor were not watching the child to determine if they were struggling. We recommend that you print the train proctor's document so that you have these written instructions for support on the day of screening. We hope this online training was helpful, and we thank you for helping to protect children's vision.